All right, guys. Kevin here from thesportsgeek.com. I've got about 10 minutes here to do a live stream. Let me just see if I can tweet this link out, just so we get a couple people on live in case you guys have some questions. I've got to head out in a couple minutes, but I'm going to log on Fantasy Labs. Just want to throw in one lineup tonight for tonight's slate, GPP lineup. So I'm just going to mess around a little bit. Let me first tweet this link out if I can. I don't know why, but sometimes Twitter doesn't do the auto. It's supposed to do the automatic notification. I was doing it before, but it's not doing it anymore. So all right, so I got that sent out. Let me just switch over to Fantasy Labs here. All right, so looking at tonight's slate, we're going for the 7 p.m. Eastern 8-game slate for DraftKings. And I'm going to quickly just take a look at some Vegas lines here, see if we had any big line movements. If you guys watched yesterday's stream, I was talking about how the Indians moved up half a run for their implied team total, and that was probably a good sign, and they ended up scoring 12 or something runs. So Indian stack would have been great last night. Same with the Blue Jays. I kind of talked about them. Looks like Tampa Bay has moved up a little bit to 5 runs. They might be a good play tonight. St. Louis up to 4.8. San Diego down. White Sox down quite a bit. Who's pitching for the Yankees? Let's see. Pineda's pitching for the Yankees, so he might be a good option there because the White Sox implied team total has dropped down quite a bit, and he's been putting up 20 or more DraftKings points almost consistently over his last 6 starts. Just one start where he had 18. So he might be a good choice there. I think tonight I'll probably go with an expensive stack with the hitters. I think there's some good opportunities with the hitters. Boston is at 5.8 implied team total. It's dropped down 0.3, but I still think there's a really good stack available with the Red Sox. Same with the Blue Jays. And we'll take a look at some Tampa Bay players maybe. But I'm going to go over to the lineups. Let's just check. So not all of these are confirmed. Unfortunately, I had to do this live stream at 4:20 p.m. Eastern. So a lot of these lineups aren't confirmed. But the good news is I wanted to do a Blue Jay stack. Maybe mix in some Rays and Red Sox. And all of those lineups are confirmed. So I'll take a look at the player models and see what we got for some ratings here. You can see a couple Tampa Bay guys up there. A couple Yankees are actually popping up quite a bit. A couple Red Sox. So maybe, let's see here. Yeah, Toronto doesn't look like it's going to be the chalk tonight just by taking a look at my model. Even though they went off last night, I think people might go towards Boston with that high implied team total against Perez. Just kind of take a look. What I like to do with my Sports Geek model as well is scroll down to the bottom here and see which pitchers are ranking very poorly here. Usually these guys in red, I know I've said it before, you don't want to play them, but another good strategy is kind of going against them. So Perez ranks the worst here. So we might go with a Boston stack. So let me go to the stacks. I'm going to go to just confirmed because I want to find Boston pretty easily. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 hitters. So let's take a look at the Brents here. Bryce Brents, don't know much about him. Let's take a look at his card here. He's actually hitting better against lefties, but oh yeah, they're facing a lefty tonight, right? Yeah, Perez. Okay, yeah, if you look at his ISO versus lefties, slugging and WOBA, you can see he rakes versus lefties, so he might be a good play. So let's try that. Let's try the let me just check the chat here. What's up, man? What's up? Tyler, Brandon, Reed, Eric. Someone said happy birthday. Eric, happy birthday, man. Hope you win some money tonight. Hey, Michael, what's going on? All right, so let's go back to the stack here. Let's load that in. Okay, let's see if this works. I really wanted Donaldson in. He's raking right now. So let's see if we can get Donaldson locked in there. What does that leave us with? Let's go to pitchers. All right, so we're working with 5,300 per player with four positions left, two batters and two pitchers. So the first thing I'm going to do is lock in Smiley. You can see here he's easily the number one rated. He's like 7 or 8 points above the next guy. And overall, he's been up and down, 17, 0, 12, 32 DraftKings points over his last 4 games. The model likes him. I'm going to trust in the model. Over the past year or so, he's gotten good strikeouts per innings. So he does have the upside. He's going against the Angels. Let's see the Angels. Yeah, the Angels don't strike out a ton. Pineda might be a good option tonight going against the White Sox, who strike out a lot. But I'm going to trust the ratings here. They rarely let me down. So I'll lock in Smiley. He's a cheap price. I don't think I have enough money to go up to Pineda tonight. If I locked in Pineda, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. So we've got 4,300 per player. So we need another cheap pitcher. So I think I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down to Marcus Stroman. He had about 5 rough outings, but last outing he was solid. 21.4 DraftKings points. So I'm hoping for something like that again tonight. So I'm going to lock him in, and then that's going to leave us with 3,300 for an outfielder and a catcher. So I like to leave the catcher to the end most of the time if I can make that work. So I'll try to lock in a outfielder here. Number 1 rated, Gardner, 3,500. Not a bad price. So let's lock him in and see if we can find a catcher for 32 or less. So Perez is the number 1 catcher. Even if I had enough money remaining for him, he's going against my pitcher, so I wouldn't be throwing him in there. 3,200, maybe go down to Gaddis at 3,000. His ISO is looking good, 0.235. Good WOBA against lefties, so I'll lock in Gaddis. That's how I would build a quick GPP lineup. Go with one of your top-rated stacks, and then fill in using the model. So like I said, I only had 10 minutes to build this. I think I built it in less than 10 minutes. So that would be an example of how you'd build a cheap GPP line or a quick GPP lineup. Obviously, if you're doing some serious contests, if you're playing for some decent money or putting in a bunch of lineups or whatever, you usually want to spend a lot more time than that. But that's how you make a quick lineup. And let's see how it does tonight. I'll throw it in a GPP for fun. Other than that, guys, yeah, like I said, Boston. I like Boston, Toronto, Tampa Bay. I really like Tampa Bay just because their implied team total has moved up to 5 from 4.7, so that's usually a good sign. So someone out there should try Tampa Bay stack. If we look at, let's check the stacks again. So you could always just go with like the 1 through 5 hitters, or you could go with the top rated stacks here. So if you see this Tampa Bay stack, Miller, Longoria, Morrison, Dickerson, Franklin. Do I ever use the optimize button? No, I usually like to lock in at least a couple players manually, or at least a stack manually before I optimize. I was high in the Phillies stack and it paid off. Thanks. Yeah, and good job, man. Most of the stacks I mentioned last night had pretty good outings. So unfortunately, I wasn't on Carrera for Toronto. I had some good Toronto stack lineups, but I didn't have Carrera. I went with Travis instead. I did have Tulo. Overall, for me, an average night. Lost a bit of money with my lineups. Didn't have the Cleveland stack. I mentioned Cleveland a lot in the video yesterday, but I didn't have them, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm only throwing in one lineup tonight. Like I said, I got to get going, so I don't have time to do the proper research, and I won't be around a computer probably close to lock when the lineups are coming out, so I won't be able to put in any more lineups. But if you guys are watching this video, I highly recommend someone trying the Tampa Bay stack. Might be good. I like Toronto, obviously Boston. Cardinals looks all right. Again, Arizona has a high team total. But someone try that Tampa. I got a good feeling about Tampa. And then Boston and Toronto. So that's it, guys. That's basically just how I make a quick GPP lineup in less than 10 minutes if I want to play for fun without too much research. So good luck with your contest tonight. Hope you guys make some money. Make sure you guys click that like button if you enjoy these videos. And I'll try to hop on almost every day and do some MLB picks live using Fantasy Labs. And if you don't have Fantasy Labs yet, the link is in the description below. Make sure you sign up for a full year. That way you can get the best deal out there and get access to all the NFL tools as well. All right, good luck, guys. See you later.